Alrighty, so here we go. Here is the ever so promised Q&A video. So, quick intro right here. So, I was gonna use the condenser mic here as our microphone, but for some reason, every time I talk into the mic, a static will play with every word I say. And I have done everything I possibly can think of, such as plugging it into a different outlet in the PS5, unplugging it, resetting it, changing the volume, everything, experimenting with this frying pan thing and moving it. So if anybody knows how to fix that, please let me know. Let me know how to fix that, because I know Jeremy spent quite a bit of money on this and I'd like to actually be able to use it, but right now it's just technical difficulties and I don't know how to fix it. And Google has been very, very vague. So that being said, here's the promised Q&A video. I don't know how long this one is going to be, so y'all in for the ride on this one. And I've combined some questions because some people have already asked them on Reddit multiple times. And some of these I've already responded to, and some of them are multiple parts. So, yeah, with that being said, let's get right into it. Alrighty, so Mr. Zuko here asked 3 questions. So, my top 3 favorite and bottom worst characters to play, meaning my top 3 favorite to play and top 3 worst. Obviously, top dog being Shigoki, Nuxia, and honestly, the third one's a toss-up really between Hitakiri and Tiandi and Yorm. I liked all those to play. I'd say Yorm was pretty fun too, as well, but also, he was also one of my worst to play, but the worst 3 characters I've ever played. Pre-rework Zanhu. I hated him. I hated repping him up to 70. I absolutely hated that. He was so bad. Like, he was so bad whenever he was out. Warlord. I just don't like Warlord. That's why I barely have any reps on Warlord. Same with Shinobi and PK. Honestly, those 2. Warlord, Shinobi, PK. Just because I do not like them. I don't like their movesets right now, but who knows, that might change when I actually play them. Favorite Dominion map is Temple Garden, especially whenever it snows. I love it when it snows. That map looks absolutely beautiful. And my least favorite map is honestly a toss-up between Sentinel and Forge, but if I had to pick Sentinel, just fucking delete Sentinel from the game. I hate that map. I hate the ballistas. That map could be its own. That map could be its own Breach map, to be honest. It's horrible. They reworked that map and it's still bad, so yeah, good questions here, but remove Sentinel. Delete that map, please. I would rather that map be gone. Just get rid of it. Alrighty, we got Smarties 007. What faction am I from originally? The Knights. I used to be a part of the Knight faction. What faction am I now? The Vikings. How many times have I changed factions? Only once. Who do I think is currently the most balanced hero in the game? Kensei. I'll always stand by that. Who do you think is currently the most broken hero except for Shinobi? Well, I know Shinobi is getting his nerfs, so right now I would still say Raider, just because of his damage and hyper armor. What hero is the most annoying to fight, but is not overpowered? That can be said for a lot of people, honestly. Shit. Most annoying to fight, but is not overpowered. That can be anybody, really. I know some people would probably say Zanhu. Zanhu's not that annoying. I find him easy to deal with. Orochi right now. Orochi is still very fucking annoying because of his Storm Rush. It's still very annoying. And Conk. Conk is very fucking... I hate... Conk. Let's just say that. Conk. I fucking hate Conk. I hate fighting Conk. Like, Jesus. I hate fighting fucking Conk. Because every fucking Conk I fight against, the moment I throw an attack in zone, like, oh my god. What hero is the most fun to fight, but is not underpowered? Oh shit, fun to fight, but not underpowered. Honestly, it depends really on who you ask. Because there's a lot of heroes in this game that are not fun to fight. I'd say when you really get into it, though, a character that's really fun to fight would be Nuxia, but she's very weak right now. She's fun to fight, but she's definitely underpowered by that. But Valk, maybe. Maybe Valk. Valk can be kind of fun to fight for some people. I don't know. That one's a hard one. Because it just depends upon personal preference, and nobody really likes fighting another hero, because there's always that one annoying aspect of a hero. So, I'm going to leave that one up in the air for you guys. What hero was the most fun to use? That was either Kensei or Nuxia. Without a doubt. Kensei or Nuxia. All damn day. Nuxia with her traps, and Kensei just because you could do so much with his soft fates. The sexiest female character, probably Nuxia or Nabushi. The sexiest male character, hey, I ain't gonna lie, probably male Hidakiri. Y'all might say, Ian, what you think? I mean, hey, he got the chest, he got the face. Seems like a good cuddler. I mean, I don't know. Seems like he'd be a good cuddler, you know. And this is where everybody starts to shit me in male Hito. God damn it. Alrighty, Titan side here asking, do you think there will be more game modes in For Honor like 8v8 or a free-for-all? There will definitely be more game modes, but I do not think there will be an 8v8 or a free-for-all because the game can currently barely handle 4 people without some people crashing on next gen, and Breach was supposed to be an 8v8 and they made it a 4v4. So 8v8, no. Free-for-all, maybe, but more game modes without a doubt. Definitely more game modes without a doubt. Alright, BG here asking, is a coconut a fruit? I bet you didn't think I would do this one. So a coconut is technically a fruit, but botanically speaking, according to Google, a coconut is a fibrous, one-seeded drupe, also known as a dry drupe. However, with losing use definitions, the coconut could be considered all 3: a fruit, a nut, and a seed. So, it's an orgy of everything, basically. That is what a coconut is. It is a orgy of everything, yeah. That's what a coconut is. It's all 3, so yeah. Is a coconut a fruit? Yes and no, but they can't make up its mind. Yeah. Alright, so that's new. Coconuts can't make up their minds, apparently. Alright, next one. Super B Pyro. Favorite heroes on each faction and why? Well, oh god, I got COVID. If y'all don't know, I got COVID. But favorite heroes on each faction, why? So, honestly, I mean, the Knights it was Warden, but I kind of have a bias for Warden because he was my first rep 70. But if it was somebody I absolutely loved to death, was Lawbringer. I especially loved Lawbringer mirror matches, and mainly just because his playstyle fits my defensive playstyle, and I can make him look like something out of Dark Souls, and I love that to death. Vikings, Yorm. Obviously, Yorm was the most fun and favorite for me, even though he was bad as shit, because when he first released anti-ganking with him, you felt like a god amongst men. Just because, like, it was fun. The hammer slam was fun. The scent gank with him was fun. Everything about him was just satisfying and fun, and I absolutely loved it to death. Now, the samurai is obviously the thick boy himself, Shigoki, but it is also a tie between Hidakiri and Kensei. All 3 of those I loved to death. But if I had to pick my absolute favorite, Shigoki, I mean, listen, back when the game first came out, I was that guy running around with 120 damage Kenobo, alright? I was that guy, and that is the main reason why I like him. And for all you annoying ass Shinobis and Sense, I did that 120 damage Kenobo too back in Season 1. Fuck you. I have no I have no regrets at all. I got no fucking regrets. I regret nothing. Now, my favorite Wulin, Nuxia. Because to me, she was the most unique character out of that entire bunch. I still think she's one of the most unique out of the entire game. Just because of her trap command. It completely turns the game upside down. And that's one thing that she has going for her, is that you barely see any, but she's also bad at the same time. It's just everything about her, the trap mechanic, and her back throw, for obvious reasons, was also really good. And she was overall just really fun when she would work. And when option selects were still in the game, she would shine. She would really shine, because at top MMR, everybody would option select, and they would actually have to make the quote-unquote read. And her feats were fun. The cow traps are fun. I mean, it's fun just throwing Legos around everywhere and watching people step on them and slowly die, but then you drop them in a team fight and everybody else dies. except for the enemy, and then you're leaving yourself there feeling shitty, and you're like, ah, fuck, I fucked that up. So, favorites ones would be Lawbringer, Yorm, Shigoki, and Nuxia. I think y'all should really try those heroes out. Y'all might actually enjoy them. Jealous Register asking, any tips for Nuxia about the 2v2 with my mates? I'm sorry, you are gonna get fucked. Nuxia is not that good in a 2v2. The only way she's really going to shine is if your partner manages to kill the other person, or you manage to kill your person, but to where y'all can gank the last one alive. But other than that, without feats, you fucked. I'm sorry, you fucked. She can't do anything in 2v2. Good luck with that. Wolf Knight asking, what hero would you say needs a rework right now? Yorm or Nuxia. Those two, without a doubt. Nuxia just to keep her up the pace and make her traps actually useful, but Yorm's kit is outdated and he is in desperate need of it. He needs surgery, damn it. My man needs surgery. Make him fucking viable, damn it, and make him viable so Freya can stop posting Jormungandr memes about how bad he is. Make Yorm viable, damn it. Tides of March here asking, so as someone who has obviously played the game for a while, what are your honest thoughts on the game? Where does it shine and where does it need renovation? Who would you actually recommend this game to? So, my honest thoughts on the game right now. It is doing a hell of a lot better than it was when it first came out. Now, it's hard to say because the game is a love-hate relationship as with this game because it is unique. But my honest thoughts right now, it's alright right now, but I still think their biggest fuck up was adding the CCU. Just because people couldn't get their hands on a PS5 yet, and the scalping issue is still going on, so a lot of people are not enjoying the game because of it. But, like, in terms of uniqueness, this game's fun. Like, it's fun, but they're trying to make it easier for newer players. They said that in their Warriors, then even talking about the new hero to make it easy. But, honest thoughts, it's a good game, don't get me wrong, it's a good game for what it is. Where does it shine? Its uniqueness and characters. It definitely shines in that it's a one-of-a-kind. It definitely shines in that. That is its biggest thing that it has going for it. That is unique. It is essentially every high schooler and every kid's wet dream of knights, Vikings, samurai, woolen. Like if Deadliest Warrior game succeeded and became big, this is what the Deadliest Warrior game would have been. Where does it need renovation? There are a lot of areas. Mainly the inconsistencies and bugs. There are so many small little inconsistencies in this game that I would like fixed. And balance, obviously there's balance that needs that, and maps. New maps need to be added. That is one of the biggest things. New maps need to be added. Balance needs to be there. Some bugs need to be fixed. The inconsistencies need to be fixed. And one of the biggest renovations I would want is the XP and steel system to change. Like, come on now. They reduced the amount of XP and steel you get in Breach as well. And with New Dominion coming out, Breach is going to be dead. I can see that. Breach is going to be dead. But the way the XP and steel system works is ass, and it needs renovation as well. Who would I actually recommend this game to? Well, people that like fighting games obviously are just want like a little fantasy genre because this game is fantasy. The only time we can really say these heroes maybe all met together was the 11th century. Like the 11th or 13th century, maybe. That's a guesstimate at that, even, that all these heroes exist. But I know back then there was no shiny magical rock that would give people corona and just die. But yeah, there was biological warfare. There's that, but not to the extent that it is in this game. And the closest thing we have to historical in this game is Zanhu's tier 4 being Greek fire. That is honestly the closest thing I could think that to. But I would recommend this to anybody who really enjoys a fighting game or wants a new type of fighting game. So yeah, it's a good game where it's at. Inconsistencies need to be fixed. It's pretty unique, and people who want a unique fighting game, I'd say this is the game for you if you're willing to put in the time and learn. Alrighty, Mr. Not Available here asking, do video games feel the same anymore? Campaigns are still good in my opinion, but for multiplayer, would you say it's worse now or better? Your favorite video game of all time? Did you play sports in high school? If so, what did you play? Do I gamble at casinos, and what games do I play there? What is the biggest change or most important change you want for Honor, and will we get a new Breach map anytime soon? Do video games feel the same anymore? So I've basically been playing games since the Sony Sega box. Old school Sonic, old school Castlevania, the good shit. Some games feel the same, while honestly some don't. I think now the games have become into a whole live service thing. That's the big thing. It used to be Battle Royale, but now it's live service and microtransactions. That is the biggest thing, because I'm gonna sound boomer as fuck. Back in my day, when you paid $30 or $60 for a game, you got everything on that game. But for multiplayer, would you say it's worse now or better? Honestly, like, multiplayer games have gotten a little bit better, but the biggest killer for most multiplayer games is, I'm sorry, skill-based matchmaking, because at the end of the day, it ends up punishing good players, and it's not fun for casuals either. Because in some games, like I'm looking at you, Modern Warfare, where that thing is so strict, you win one good game and you're put in your next lobby is the COD Pro League, baby. ALGS COD Pro League, yeah, you going pro, boy. You went 5-0, you going pro. Hell yeah, go in there with FaZe Booty Clapper 69 that plays this game and streams it all day. My favorite game of all time, if we're talking about modern game, The Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima. Those two games, fucking amazing stories. We don't talk about Last of Us Part 2. But old school games, the classics, Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot, those are good ones. Did I play sports in high school? Yes, I played sports in high school and college. In high school, I played football and track and field, both in the fall and winter. I was a shot put thrower and a 55-meter dasher for track. And for football in high school, I was a left guard and left tackle. And for college ball, I played nose guard once, but I was mainly a guard. Do I gamble at casinos? No, I don't. I'll buy a lottery ticket occasionally. What games do I play there? The only game I would really probably play is spades. Maybe. I don't know. Never was really big into gambling like that. But I can kind of... It's interesting watching them, though, because it's just a roll of the dice and looking at the patterns. What is the biggest change or most important change you want for Honor? New maps, new content, consistently. Because we get all this content at the beginning and then 2 or 3 months go by and it is a fucking desert wasteland of nothing. There needs to be consistent, like, update and talking, because the devs do not... it's almost like they're secretive, in my opinion, about what they're adding and whatnot. And they need to... Some things they need to explain more, I feel like. Will we get a new Breach map anytime soon? Hell the fuck no! They don't care about Breach! They added that new Breach 2.0 just to make the Dominion players happy. Guardian Boost was in there to make the Dominion players happy. They don't give a damn about Breach. They don't give a damn. Their most recent changes made Breach even worse. So yeah, they don't care about Breach. We're probably just going to get new Dominion maps, and if Honor 2 comes out, say goodbye to Breach. Alright, Anaran's asking, congratulations, bro. How many Rep 70s do you have, and who are they, and have I ever thought about participating in the Dominion series? I think it's 12. I have 12. It is Warden, Lawbringer, Warmonger, Yorm, Shigoki, Hitakiri, Kinsei, Tiandi, Nuxia, Shaolin, JJ, and Zanhu. So Tiandi, no, Warden. I'm bad at math. I'm from West Virginia. Give me a moment. So Warden, Warmonger, Lawbringer, Yorm, Hitakiri, Kinsei, Shigoki, Tiandi, Nuxia, Zanhu, JJ Shaolin. 12, yeah, 12, yeah, it's 12. From West Virginia, give me a hot moment. Have I ever thought about participating in the Dominion series? Yeah, but I don't got a PC. The only tournaments I've competed in was Into the Fray and some honor-bound tournaments. I don't know if I'm going to be able to compete in the honor-bound one coming up on February 17th, just because I got work. The law enforcement schedule is busy at times, and it's unpredictable, but I've thought about participating in them. I think it would be fun to try, but I ain't got a PC. Alrighty, Italian means asking, what is my game time? Last I checked before recording this, it should be around 225 days. You can probably find it on the tracker. Drying the Fair is asking, what does the sun feel like? It fucking hurts. I turn red as shit if I'm being honest. That shit hurt. I wasn't built for the sun. I'm white as shit. The sun hurts. Tie me up on a boat. Your profile picture tells you that you like Dom girls. Who is the best Dom girls? For those of you who don't know, my picture on Reddit is Lucifer from Helltaker. But if we talking about then For Honor, probably Nabushi. But hey, if y'all see my profile picture on Reddit, y'all know who the best Dom girl is of all time. Alright, she's the goddamn queen of hell. Dreddy Ghost 20 asking, do you get many characters rep 70 or are your reps reasonably distributed? Normally when I get a character to 70, I stick with them for a little bit, or for the whole time. It just normally depends upon the meta or how I'm feeling at the time, but sometimes I'll take a break from a character and go to somebody else, but most of the time, my reps are mainly from rep 70, and I'll stick with that character for a while, because I'm a different breed. I got patience. I don't care. If I say I'm gonna get a character to 70, I'll get a character to 70 eventually. If it's somebody like BP, I'm sorry, BP gonna be 70 in like the next 2 years, because fuck BP. But majority of my characters I stay with until they are 70. So yeah. Alrighty, Otaku Yuji with a cute little dog. It says, just how do you stay with a game for that long? Just how? Also, you probably have a bunch of rep 70 characters, right? How you stick with a character for that long? I'm tired of playing one character after 5 matches already. Just how do people do it? Well, honestly, I've stayed with the game a while. Mainly just because of Crow, really. Because he kind of got me back into the game. Because I had to take a break from this game for quite a long bit. Shortly after Season 1. Like, I would come back and play every so often, but I just got busy and couldn't find the love for the game. But when Marching Fire released, that's probably when I was the most into it. Just how? Patience and playing with friends, really, and Crow. He helped me. He helped me get good at light parrying. And I'm representing a bunch of characters. Yes. How do I stick with a character for that long? Patience, really. Just patience. And what I try to do is, whenever I set a goal of representing a character, which is currently sent, and it's probably going to be the new hero. I ain't gonna lie, new hero. Once the new hero comes out, we're going to be playing them again in the sound, because it's a pirate. They got dodge recoveries. They got all that stuff that I like. So yeah. And I just keep an end goal in mind whenever I do it. And I kind of think of you guys, mainly with BP, because BP's boring. So like an example with him is BP. BP's at 33 still. And it's just, even though a character is boring, I'll still have an end goal in mind. And plus, it's all like a sort of training, really, how I'm getting used to it. And it helps me understand that character when I fight it. And I'm just tired of playing one character after 5 matches. I just know how people do it. People are different, though. Some people can only play it for a couple matches, while others can just play and play and play. It just depends upon the person, really. It honestly just depends. You can either stick with them or you can't. It's just how people are, really. And I guess I'm one of those breeds that can just stick with it, so hell. So I can't remember who asked this one, because it got cut off whenever I was trimming it and clipping it into PlayStation. So they are asking, have you ever paid for steel packs, or have you purchased all your cosmetics with hard work? And if so, do you have all the cosmetics you want, or do you still need more steel? So I will buy steel packs occasionally to get stuff for the new hero. I used to be really stingy with it, but now that I'm working 12-hour shifts, it's like you treat yourself. You treat yourself every couple weeks, essentially, with a steel pack is what I do. I'll treat myself occasionally. But normally towards the end of the year, though, I always buy enough steel to get a year's worth of champion status. Always. Some of my cosmetics have been through hard work, but some I've bought with actual money. And if so, do I have all the cosmetics I want? No, I do not have all the cosmetics I want, because I am constantly thinking of new ideas to try and make my character look good, because I still got half the roster to go through. Or do I still need more steel? Everybody needs more steel with how shitty the steel system is in this game. They need to bring back double steel. They haven't brought that shit back yet. But yeah. Everybody needs more steel. I need more steel. We always broke. I got 15k steel right now, and that's considered broke in this game, so yeah. Give me steel. Steel is like drugs. Give it to me. Give it to me. I need it all. Alrighty, Lois Aristoi asking, what would I change? the biggest thing right now would be the XP, steel, and order system. The order system is horrible. Some orders are absolutely ridiculous, like 12 Vanguard games. Who the fuck gonna do that? And the steel grind and XP grind, mainly the steel grind because you get shit for steel without orders, and steel just needs to be increased, and what you get, and same for XP. Increase all of it. It'll make it fun. Groundbreaking out, asking how are those 10,000, whatever that number is, Breach versus AI matches. Considering all my opponents leave after the first team fight, boring. Yeah, pretty boring. Considering most of my opponents leave after they lose one team fight or they get ganked once, so yeah. Boring. Boring. Can't even leave those matches because you get the penalty too, so yeah. Pretty boring when they leave, but if they actually do manage to stay, they're pretty fun. But outside of that, boring as shit. Alright, my boy Trixie Inferno. Who is your favorite hero to rep? Who is your least favorite hero? And what would you like to see for the future of the game? So, favorite hero to rep up so far, though, was Kensei, without a doubt, just because I had so much fun with Kensei currently. My least favorite hero to rep up, Zanhu. Pre-rework Zanhu. I fucking hated pre-rework Zanhu. That Zanhu was fucking horrible. Bad. Die. That Zanhu was horrible. I hated that. It was so fucking boring and bad. And what I like to see for the future of this game, I would like to see this game eventually blow up and be bigger than what it is. Like, it's still a quote-unquote big game, but it's an old game. But at the end of the day, I want to see this game succeed at the end of the day. And I want the devs to actually listen. Because, like, they're getting in the right direction, don't get me wrong. They're getting in the right direction of listening, but during these dry spouts, because there's some stuff, it's like, they fix a couple things, but then a couple other things end up being found out that are broken. So it's like, come on now. I know they're doing their best, but they're getting there. They're getting there. So, yeah, ideally, I want to see this game succeed. I want it to have all the players it had at the start of the game when it first launched, but I know sadly that's not going to happen because of peer-to-peer back then, but a man can dream. Alrighty, the last and final question, as my green screen totally doesn't do green screen things. Who are the first few characters that I reached rep 70 with? So, the first one was Warden. He was essentially my go-to for the game at the time. He was the one that, where I was in my whole night phase, like, I'm a knight, Deus Volt. The second was Shigoki, and honestly, when I started repping up Shigoki, I lost all my sanity at that point, and I lost every single bit of it, and I'm still losing it to this day, but I know I'm insane, though, therefore I'm not insane. Ain't that insane? But the third was, I think it was either Hitakiri or Tiandi was the third. And no, Yorm. Yorm was the third. It was either Yorm or Hito that was the third or fourth, but I know for a fact my first two were Warden and Shigoki. Those two are my go-tos. So, yeah. Honestly, the other ones after Warden and Goki, I can't remember which ones I got to 70 after that. That's just, I blame my concussions on that one, and I'm from West Virginia, so I'm probably retarded, but oh well. Alrighty, y'all made it to the end in 30 minutes. Jesus, wow. So yeah, this was a long one. It was a Q&A video, and I know y'all kept asking me for it, and you ask and you shall receive. And I got COVID, so that's why my voice sounds raspy. But hopefully doing this Q&A video allow me to talk a lot more, because that's honestly when my throat feels better, is when I talk and my nose clears up and all that. So yeah, I appreciate all the questions asked. I couldn't answer all of them because some were repeats, and a lot of them were go touch grass comments, or you got no fucking life, or the occasional one trying to talk shit about me and try to attack me. But yeah, that's for honor for you. So with that being said, I hope all y'all enjoyed it. Also, For those of you new to the channel, do not forget to use discount code SEALBABY for 15% off of your Raise order if you decide to purchase some energy drinks. It'll help you give a little bit of love back to the channel. So, with that being said, subscribe to become a SEAL baby. I appreciate all the questions asked in this one, and if you made it this far, congratulations. This is one of the longest commentaries I've done in a long time. So, subscribe to become a SEAL baby. I hope all y'all enjoyed, and I'll see all y'all in the next one.